Alright, here we go. This is a 2v2 on Simple between the green team on the left side, JRoot in the Classic Helix, and PellBrie in the Steampunk Striker. And their opponents, the red team on the right side, ComNebula9 in the Black Ops Helix, and xxHERZOGzwei in the Classic Angel. And everyone, I think, knows most of these players, if not all, especially one of our favorite forumers, ComNebula9. Red team going out with bot spawners for the open, have a pre-built lunchbox. Do they have anything? Yes, they do have a bot spawner for the left side socket, they are forward as well. Do they have a pre-built socket unit for this one? No, I do not see one. Maybe they will switch out a bot spawner for the for that lunchbox. Green team doing a pretty typical opening here. They do have one generator down, which is not really 100% necessary, especially right at the beginning. This is not power system, guys. This is back to straight up unit cap, so you can just do a straight up switch as fast as you possibly want, and then you could honestly even just queue a bunch of units and then put your moneymaker back on. We do have some rebels dropped here by the green team. I think that was PellBrie, and a mass shooter push here by the carbon team. Or by the carbon team, by the green team as well. So they will be able to clear that mid pretty quickly. JRoot coming back from an attack. I don't know who he's able to kill, but we do have Herzog with that Angel. Angel still really powerful. Sniper on sniper right there, but not able to get any shots off to Herzog. No, okay, barely getting back to that outpost before he gets killed. Whoa, what is happening here? PellBrie doing a little bit of dogfighting with that Guardian, that Blaster Guardian in his orbit. I will try to use orbit as the term now because that does make the most sense to me. Herzog bombing the Gaddy in front of this outpost. Not necessarily the optimal choice to waste your bombs on, especially if there are other enemy units in the area. You might want to bomb the enemies as well, but now ComNebula dropping creeps right at the right time when the outpost does get neutralized. Shooters are still surrounding here for the green team. They will probably get it neutralized again, as there are really no units here at the mid except for creeps and like a one shooter or something. So it will go back down. The unit cap is 18 to 23 in favor of the green team right now, and ComNebula just ferrying creeps back and forth, trying to get this middle outpost. These lights will delight. Simple is still on version 1 rules, and I honestly think Simple will go away once we convert to completely version 2, or I guess what you would call version 3, which is kind of the consolidated set of rules. We do have HERZOGzwei. Oh, I guess he did get killed. Respawning now and coming back to the fight. But you know, that Angel AirMech, really powerful. All he really has to do is sit back, snipe, maybe take cover from one unit or so, maybe two. And you can just pretty much clear. As you can see right there, that Dillo got killed in 2 shots really quickly. And he can pretty much just clear unit after unit on the green side, especially because this is still version 1, so he doesn't really have to worry about running out of energy on an outpost. I don't remember what to call it, honestly, nowadays. I think it's charge energy is probably the most correct term. PellBrie doing a scout and actually doing some socket harass will probably get this bot spawner not responded to at all by the red team. They do have to handle this this mass jackal send by JRoot, and PellBrie actually was able to get one bot spawner. I think, yes, a lunchbox going down. It does get saved by HERZOGzwei, but still have a lot of jackals here surrounding for the red team, or surrounding the red team's outposts. However, the jackals aren't actually doing as quick a job as I thought they would. PellBrie actually still here doing harass, still attacking bot spawners, and actually does get another one. I don't know why Herzog left the fight, but I guess to support his teammate here at the mid fight, which there are still quite a lot of green jackals, and PellBrie gonna be able to get another bot spawner there. Finally, now we do have ComNebula not necessarily spawning. He is picking up creeps. No, oh man, he's gonna get another 4 bot spawners killed and a lunchbox for PellBrie. Really great firing there, or not necessarily great firing, but no response from the red team is pretty much the result. You know, all your socket units at your fort they do go down, and PellBrie able to finish off some artillery with those bombs and a couple shooters up for the green team. Will the red team be able to push even further up? ComNebula rebuilding his bot spawners. I guess going with that bot spawner build, he really was focusing on ferrying creeps back and forth, and Herzog dropping a single Gemini over here. Oh, actually, that was a Longhorn for some fort damage, and going to drop Wisdom Sniper shot, but really low on health. Oh, and does try to loop-de-loop his way out, but I don't. Yes, very low on health, and JRoot getting that finish in the air. ComNebula resocketing the bot spawners. And now we'll have 5, I guess, out on the field. Oh no, there will be 6. That lunchbox was killed, so there will be 6 every single outpost or every single socket on Simple, and probably dropping this Buster, but not staying to maintain it, not staying to micro it around. HERZOGzwei will be able to get a block right away and kill that Buster at the expense of just a little bit of health. But we do still have Red Team in control of the mid. ComNebula doing a pretty good job keeping it under his control, bombing down artillery, not able to finish off those artillery before JRoot saves it. But this green team not really producing the way that I would like to see. PellBrie still with 42,000 credits in his bank, and now just spending them on AirMech upgrades. Yeah, I mean, everyone is pretty much of the consensus that it's a really high credit income at this point, and the build times for ability upgrades is just a little bit ridiculous. ComNebula getting taken out in the air by JRoot, but Herzog with that Angel will be able to snipe down. Oh, and does do a loop-de-loop to be able to. Is that the name of this? I don't have tooltips on, so I don't remember exactly. I'm going to be calling it loop-de-loop until I know what it's called eventually. I mean, it looks like an over-stylized loop-de-loop, and PellBrie killing ComNebula again in the air, and Herzog getting killed now as well. So the green team does have a small opening to get some more units killed on the red side, but nobody dropping to kill anything or ferrying extra tanks over. I mean, there are 2 Seekers and a Ratchet over here. It's just 2 tanks here at the front, 2 tanks at the back, so they could have actually done a push of some kind if they had the units to actually support that. But once again, PellBrie still with 41,000 credits in his bank, and I don't know why my thing is lagging right now, but whatever. And yeah, and so they're really far from their unit cap as well. It's 33 out of 67 on their side, so they can really PellBrie can really just pump him out. But all these rebels here at this close outpost on the red side, or on the green side, have been able to neutralize this, and now the red team has been able to drop enough infantry to take it under the control. Let's see if green team can neutralize it. Quite a lot of green units still in the area, but there is a lot of red units drawing the fire away from the outpost, so the outpost will not go down anytime soon, if at all. And now the green team pretty much has lost it. There are no more green units over here. PellBrie almost getting taken out, but does retreat in time. I guess ComNebula and Herzog both trying to pursue PellBrie in that kill, but not actually going to be able to get it. JRoot now has to pull back as well. They're not going to be able to neutralize that outpost. They need to start massing up more units. Either that or do something a little bit more desperate. Maybe go for a close outpost or something like that. They are just pushing a few tanks at a time. Not really a good idea. They really need to start leapfrogging or putting artillery up or something like that. Do they even have? Yes, they do. They have been putting artillery up for that mid fight on Simple. But they do have Archies. JRoot does have, or no, Arties. JRoot has Arties in his loadout. Man, they still look way too similar. Just because that Archie has that scope thing, it's just still really hard to see. You can't really tell at a glance. You know, sometimes you have to really look at it. And now we do have a couple of Dillos moving out for the green team. It's still not going to be enough though. There's only 1 build queue full. It's just 5. And PellBrie, what does PellBrie have in his build queue? Just Rebels. So they did not really push at the same time. JRoot and PellBrie not really working together, whereas ComNebula and Herzog keeping their units all together, all clumped, kind of still turtling this forward outpost. Nothing really defending at mid. But they do have a couple of creeps wandering out here, so green team still has to fight multiple fights, sort of keeping those creeps dead and maintaining them, keeping them defended, keeping those outposts defended. Now trying to move out with some rebels. PellBrie doing what JRoot did a little bit earlier, but with rebels instead of Dillos, not really going to do the job. This red team can pretty much do a mass push at any time they want to. JRoot still varying back and forth, trying to kill some stuff with his Helix, but and HERZOGzwei now calls out for an Aegis. And ComNebula says yeah, so I guess ComNebula will oblige and put the Aegis down and puts it down on, for some reason, way on the other side of that outpost. Herzog does reposition it. I'm not really sure why ComNebula put it here on the right side of this outpost. That was a really weird choice in my opinion. I mean, obviously it was probably an incorrect choice, and JRoot does rage quit from the game. Now we will have the red team, ComNebula already kind of recognizing that, okay, it is a 2-1. He will start sending out, I don't think he sent these on capture. I would assume he sent these all on attack, as the green fort is completely undefended, even though this outpost, this close outpost, is also completely undefended. At this point, there is no real hope for this green team, for PellBrie by himself. A lot of red tanks coming up here for this front door attack, and ComNebula are really low on health and getting finished off, microing his units at the death push, microing his death push units, and getting killed by PellBrie in the air with only one mech, human mech, still in the game. but this does not change the outcome at all. XHERZOGzwei and ComNebula will eventually be able to get this win. Half-life here. PellBrie still trying to defend, has not left the game quite yet, and AI JRoot does go down, but there are still a lot of Gemini and a lot of Seekers as well over here, so will prevent PellBrie from maybe landing behind these units and doing his Striker Sword. He is trying to bomb, but there is nothing left to defend this green outpost. Nothing blocking, not at all. More and more tanks coming for this red team. They have been able to take that last outpost as well, and there you go. Green team goes down in defeat. ComNebula9 and XHERZOGzwei take this custom 2v2 on simple over JRoot and PellBrie. JRoot leaving right there at the end of the game. So yes, that was, I mean, if it wasn't for the Angel, I would say that would probably have gone a little bit differently. I'm not saying that the green team could have won it explicitly, but that those Angel sniper shots were just able to kill so fast. I mean, Dillos and I think even Longhorn in 2 shots each, and it's just a little crazy. So eventually, obviously, will probably be changed sometime soon, hopefully. And I mean, it has already been nerfed. Probably needs another nerf and maybe even a mechanic change of some kind. So hopefully that does happen soon. But yeah, guys, if you have any good replays to send to me, I've said it a million times. You guys know what I'm going to say. So click the video description. This is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.